Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Valentine's Day. Everyone wake up. Let me fix my earring here this morning. All right, all you men out there, do not forget Valentine's Day. I was just hearing some stories here in the studio to find out what everyone is doing for their loved one or significant other, I guess you can say. Why is it some of you boys wait to the last moment?
Because it's Valentine's Day.
Someone did tell me that, you know what, Valentine's Day, why does it always go to the girls when they're supposed to be taken care of every other day, 300 more days?
Who are you talking to?
We're getting ready to head over to JC here in just a moment in the kitchen. 39 degrees out there this morning, but let's see. Did I stall enough?
It's a blackout. I didn't get done for Valentine's Day, so I ain't coming. You know, I'm just going to kind of stay in here and do this right here. Anyway, getting up with us. It is Valentine's Day. We'll talk about a lot of things. And USA Today's got something kind of unusual about a cheating website that's raking in about $60 million a year. Married folks. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, too. You can give Tony a call, 230-4988. Frank's in here, too. We'll talk to Frank about a Valentine he may have today.
He's ready.
So we'll do all that. Let's get that happy birthday out of the way first going. Tony's little daughter is in town. Andrea, what is she, Tony, about 60?
Jamie.
I understand she's a big Republican. Happy birthday, Andrea, out in Vegas. Yeah, so we'll go from there. Anyway, back in action this morning. Got a lot of stuff going on. Y'all know it was cold this weekend? Cold weather's out of here. Tom joins us this morning. We're going Mac and roll.
Well, he's still recovering over his injury and eyes.
Okay, so we'll talk with Tom about Mac and roll in just a little bit. Got a lot of stuff going on Valentine's Day. Jimmy Gill's supposed to be with us later on, too, this morning, the city council president of Athens. They got a new police chief last night. Floyd Nuck is a big shocker. Floyd Johnson was the only candidate ever considered for that. So congratulations to former Captain Floyd Johnson. I think he's going to possibly be with us this Friday, so we can talk all about him being elected the new police chief. We're recovering Mr. Wayne Harper after filling in for him, who retired. Wayne was in the audience last night, according to the article this morning. But it is Valentine's Day. We got some things to talk about you might not know about, so I don't know if anything's open right now where you could go get some candy or whatever. I did see a thing, Tom, it showed, Gloria and I watched the TV yesterday. It says you can still order, Frank, one of these big teddy bears, Vermont Teddy Bear Company. The thing was this big. Do you know how hard it is to get rid of an animal, a stuffed animal like that? I've still got a rabbit from 2 wives ago that I can't give away. About this big. Did you want to keep it?
True story. No, I've tried to give that thing away a bunch. It just keeps coming back. How is that? 39, 40 degrees. Hold that thought, Tom. Let's quickly go over the weather forecast. Yes, it was sleeting last night. If you were out, sleet, everything should be fine. No trouble on the roads today, though. High temperatures around 50, low of 35. We do have 40% chance of rain today. Pretty much the rain's going to stick around till at least 1 o'clock. Tomorrow, rain in the forecast again. Only about 30% chance of showers. Now, there could be some severe thunderstorms tomorrow, so we'll talk more about that in the morning, so keep an eye on the weather tomorrow if you out and about. With high temperatures of 60, low of 51. Look at the rest of the forecast, of course brought to you by First National Bank. Thank you guys very much, and they are so local. They've been doing this for 74 years.
Yeah, they're real local. We just go across the street.
That's right.
That's where we have our meeting today.
Yeah, so you're going to be over there all day long, tied up.
Yeah.
Lucky us get to drive to Chattanooga.
Well, what was the, growing up, you give Valentine's Day, you had to get everybody in class a Valentine?
A card to pass out.
Yes.
Something like that?
And you come home and your parents say, how many Valentines did you get?
And they say what? Shoe box on your desk where everybody come by and drop it in.
That's right.
I don't remember all that stuff, but yeah, Valentine's Day. Couple things this morning, because it's Valentine's Day. News Courier's got a good article on the front page this morning here. Y'all may know these people. George and Anna Ford of Athens share a kiss on their 75th wedding anniversary, which was back on September 27th, 2011. To quote Mr. Ford, the first time I saw her, I said, I love that little girl. He's 93, she's 91. They were working at a textile mill in Augusta, Georgia, and she was in the lunchroom. He said, I used to see her. She'd come through the weave room where I worked. Said he admitted he was on the lookout every time she walked through the door. So they've been married 75 years back in September. That's a long time.
That is a long time.
I saw a couple on the Today Show. Was it yesterday, last week, that just got remarried? He was 90-something and she was 90-something. And they lived beside each other in an assisted living, and they married each other. So, you know. Anyway, that's
too
kind
late,
of the way
I guess.
that went.
No.
All right. I was just
loaded
talking to
this
Brad
morning.
over there. Brad said, I said, you taking Mandy out tonight? No, man, it's going to be way too crowded. Of course, as you know, if you tried
He
to
said,
find
"It's
a
just another
restaurant
day."
tonight, surveying your room, not one person in here. Well, I think Tony may be taking Denise out tonight. You taking Rhonda out?
I'll find out later.
You'll find out later. So you don't know yet. Gloria's going to get a Happy Meal today.
All right.
Yeah, so she'll be able to eat a Happy Meal today. So I cooked for her yesterday. But this out of the Decatur Daily says right now, Valentine's Day is one of the biggest days of the year for most local couples, retailers, and restaurants. It says now some local managers are taking reservations. Victor down at Cafe 113 says reservations were full as of yesterday through 8:30 tonight. They have a 150-night meal that includes a 6-course dinner, roses, and a box of imported chocolate. Doggone it, we could have gone. If they'd had it at breakfast, we could have made it. Silk McGee's does not do
We'll skip it.
reservations there on Bank Street because you can't get as many people in there. A couple of numbers from Decatur Daily this morning. 36 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolate will be sold for Valentine's Day. Almost 60% of adults in the U.S. will celebrate Valentine's Day. 58 million pounds of chocolate is bought in a week prior to Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is the 4th biggest holiday. 8 million sweethearts are manufactured. 196 million roses are produced. $106.47, Tom, is the average of what men will spend on their spouses
How
or
much?
significant others for this day.
What are you up to? What are you doing?
Just fill in for me.
Oh, he's doing something. Oh, well, okay. I see. All right. Well, Tom, what are you guys going to do for Valentine's Day? Pitch it to you.
Well, I'm still waiting on my import chocolate to get here.
Is she watching?
Might be. She might be sitting.
Don't tell it.
Well,
Just in case. Now, what's the
That
biggest thing that you've ever sent Rhonda?
what is
Flowers, candy.
Oh yeah, flowers is the main thing she likes.
She likes flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know about flowers because pretty much they just die.
Yeah, but they sure are pretty well they're here.
Yeah, that's true. They are. Usually we get those little buttercups from Frank's
Yeah.
garden.
Get you squat.
Feel better?
I'm good to go. Hey, if I got some pictures to share before
Well, I
I start
wasn't
talking
finishing my
about.
story.
Oh, sorry, Tom.
No.
Thank
Oh, you're telling a story? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to you, Tom. I was moving on. How about I got some pictures from that Walmart? I'm still telling you, if Walmart had a election booth, I'd be winning. Thanks to these two ladies right here who are mad as all get out because I am out of the probate judge race. They're
were
regulars
mad.
down at Walmart, and I'm my new fashion designer, Mr. Andre Carr. There's me and Andre. He let me borrow his nugget. He said that nugget was worth about 40 grand. So Andre, new member down at Lindsay Lane Baptist Church, got baptized by Dusty back in January. Andre's done the show a couple times. I tried to walk off with that 40-pound nugget around my neck, and
You didn't get
I had
far.
to give it back. And then, as I was walking out, Frank, you might be, you may be this next shot, Frank. I was sitting there. Yeah, there we are. Yeah. Well,
Look, the one on the corner doesn't want to be seen.
right by the bathrooms, Jake. Yeah.
He's not wanted, is he?
Him just hanging out there.
said, "I'm
He said,
not
I owe
here."
too many people. All right. Says here, USA Today, relationships can shift in the digital age. In less than a decade, social networking has transformed how we stay in touch with friends, shop, network, and gather news. Many of almost 1 billion users of Facebook, and like the millions who use Twitter and all this stuff, cannot imagine communicating without these tools. And then it goes on to say, full disclosure. Anyone involved in a committed adult relationship should be willing to be public about the status on Facebook. And it goes on and says all this stuff. You got to be careful these days. Which leads me to my #1 story today on the front page of, y'all know Whitney Houston
USA
died, didn't you? I mean, I just want to make sure everybody's still up on the news on that. Talk about that in a little bit.
Heard that.
We've heard.
Here's the front page, USA Today this morning. Now, this website is called Ashley Madison. It is. I've heard about it before. Last year, they only made $60 million, and you said they were
Wow,
expected to make $100 million.
This year.
It is for cheaters. Husband and wives, take note. If Valentine's Day expectations are not met, your mate might soon be looking elsewhere, Corey, for a little romance and appreciation. So that these little cards you sent your stewardess girlfriend may not fly, okay?
Stop it.
The day after Valentine's Day is one of the biggest days of the year, according to the CEO of this website, Ashley Madison. It's a 10-year-old site that unapologetically caters time to discreet encounters for the married or otherwise attached. People are disappointed by their spouse's lack of effort, and they feel especially undervalued when there is expectations of romance. Certain days of the year act as a test for many people in relationships. People are going to cheat regardless of whether or not they're on the Ashley Madison website or not.
Let me tell you about
Page
that
2.
Happy Meal, buddy.
Well, I mean, this right here, the big surprise to couples is that they assume they're going to have a monogamous marriage and don't really talk about what the expectations are. People do cheat on their partners. It doesn't mean they don't love them or don't want to stay married to them. Marriage is about more than sex. An affair, in my service in particular, them, makes them happier to sustain their lives without the marriage construction. I mean, the idea that you can sneak around and still have this wonderful life is pretty problematic. Where is the personal accountability?
So if you get an email from Ashley, you better think twice before you open it up, right?
That's right.
Says here, divorce attorney goes on to say they have no control over the cheating spouse's computers. It's gotten so much harder to keep things secret these days. You think? I mean, come on.
No, they were saying you could put software on the computer.
Huh?
You can put software on the computer and find out anything.
You can. Oh, here's some stats. Get this. See if you think this is true. Pay attention, Jimmy Gill.
Here we go.
57% of single women have sent a sext.
Never.
S-E-X-T. That's a naked picture
Of themselves?
of themselves.
That's single women, right?
Single women.
Okay.
69% of women who are dating have sent a naked photograph of themselves in an email or text message. 72% of you women who are not dating are likely to post something on Facebook to grab someone's attention.
Duh.
Yeah.
60% of all respondents have never participated in online dating. So anyway, if you'd like to send a naked
Online
picture
dating.
of yourself this
You know,
morning,
that's pretty sad if you have to go online to date. Those online dating things.
where's my phone?
I don't know, over there. You know how to use it?
I don't know how to send a picture.
Yeah.
You know how to
But
send
I
a wrong
mean,
text.
Yeah, it goes to everybody.
You can get on this, again, that's Ashley Madison website, and pay a fee. It's like $40 or $50 a month or something.
Goodness.
And then they got millions on. They make $60 million last year, and they're set up all over the country.
Stuns you, doesn't it?
Having been married more than once, take it from someone who knows.
Who knows what?
Not to do anything like this again. Sometimes it's
Again.
better, Frank, to be
Again.
computer illiterate.
Yeah.
That way
So
I
you
can't.
used to be computer literate.
No, I ain't even hardly been literate. Don't get me going on that subject over the weekend.
True.
And then, in a little bit, we're going to talk about USA Today's got an arc. I have never personally been to Chicago, but I know they got a lot of bars up there, and about on every corner, neighborhood pubs.
Taverns.
They're doing away with them, and Gloria's going to share some of that story about her childhood, how she spent
Great.
in one of them with her daddy's girlfriend.
Great.
You didn't mind me sharing all that trash about you, did you?
Thanks a lot.
Well, anyway, that's just one of the many subjects coming up. City Council President Jimmy Gill is in here bright and early
Life
this
is
morning.
interesting.
So we'll be talking with him in just a moment, too. I got lots of news we'll talk about coming back in just a moment. Y'all hang on.